Hi, Grand Rising, everyone. Okay, hold on. Because clearly I'm just waking up and I'm looking crazy. Okay, Grand Rising, everyone. Grand Rising. Grand Rising, everyone. Come on in the room. All right, so you all, I'm trying to figure out how to do this live on Instagram, but it seems to not be working. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So let me see my video. Devotional. Oh wait. Let me just try this again, y'all, because I don't know what in the world. Let me see. Devotional 5. Audience is public. Next. And then the stream key. Okay. Come on in, everyone. Let's see. Oh, man. All right. So I may just have to do this on the phone because as of right now, I don't understand why why it's not showing on my Instagram, y'all. So y'all have to forgive me on that. Schedule your live videos. Go live. To edit the okay, your live videos. All right. Yeah, I just want to start this now. Whew. All right. Grand Rising, everyone. Grand Rising. Welcome to devotional number 5. 1 second. Y'all, let me get me together. It's hot. Ooh, it's hot. Okay, Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising, everyone. Hey. Okay, what happened to my camera? Can y'all see me? Hey, hello. Okay. All right. Y'all, I try to get together in the morning. You know, I had a really interesting sleep. Can y'all see me on Instagram? Okay, you cannot. Oh, here we go. All right, that would help. Grand Rising. Hi. Greetings. Whew. All right. Today we are here, devotional number 5. Let me just take the sip of my new day waker upper. Okay. Come on in. I hope everyone is well. I want to give thanks to everyone who joined us on the deep dive yesterday. I had a lot of fun. This was great. So, Grand Rising, the evolving. Hey, Sheena. Grand Rising Queen. Hello, Von Rowe. Peace. Hope all is well with y'all. So, let's get into it. And I think I may want to. Do I want to move somewhere else? I don't know. But let's get into it, shall we? So, everyone, let's take a deep breath in. We are here, devotional number 5, and let's just get ready to explore a little bit. So I want to thank my spirit team, your spirit team, my ancestors, your ancestors, all the beautiful elemental forces that are gathered us here this new day to explore the medicine and the messages within the divine feminine. And as my ego decreases and spirit increases, may I continue to be a conduit of divine messages. May I continue to be a vessel of love, community, and compassion. And may we all gather in this energy of transmutation, transformation, empowerment, and walking our purposeful path to prosperity. Ashe, Amin, Aho. All right, let's get into it, fam. So, as we know, we have already been through devotions 1 through 4. I kind of want to check in with everyone and see how it's coming up for you. So far, which one has stood out for you the most? Which one is a little bit more potent? And so we're diving into this nurturing and grounding power of earth element today. So again, fam, this is our last element we'll be covering for this particular go round. And then starting tomorrow, we get into our first divine feminine expression of God. So we're really excited about that. So today's about this earth energy. And if we recap, we knew that so far we've been through giving gratitude to the elements of creation. We have started with the cosmic waters, and then we connected with our inner fire, and then we explored the healing frequencies of the air element. And today it's all about earth. So the first thing that I would ask you all to do is just do a quick breathing exercise, right? So if we inhale deeply, imagining yourself drawing energy from the earth beneath you, and exhale slowly, releasing any tensions or worries, okay? So let's do this 2 more times. Inhaling deeply, imagining yourself through the nose, inhaling deeply through the nose, drawing energy from the earth beneath you. And as you exhale, slowly releasing any tensions or worries. And with this breath, you can focus on becoming rooted and stable. Hey, y'all don't have to tiptoe. Oh, okay. All right. So that's my sis getting ready for work, y'all. By the way, y'all look out for some interesting children's books that will be a part of our youth ministry. Yay! So I won't say too much too soon, but got to surround yourself with some powerful creators, okay? You can't be the only creator in the crew. All right, here we go. So with this earth energy, you want to make sure, like, again, as you're breathing, you're feeling yourself becoming rooted and stable and really connecting to the abundant energy that surrounds you through earth, right? With this earth element. And I can say for me, I don't know about y'all, but this energy of abundance has been a beautiful energy to dance around in, which is why this path of purposeful prosperity is important, right? For a lot of people's next stage in life. So let's get into this. I don't know what just happened. All right. So before we get into it, I think that's what happened. All right. So before I get into it, I want to explain this because I think this is where spirit is leading me. Although this particular book of devotionals is rooted in the divine feminine, there is mention of divine masculine energy. And I want to be clear, I am not one of the women educators or influencers that creates a space of thinking women can do it all by themselves. I'm sure there's a lot of things we could do by ourselves, and it's also okay for us to choose not to have to do it all by ourselves. So I'm a very strong advocate for the unity of divine masculine and divine feminine energy. I'm all for the unity of man and woman working together. And through these mysteries, you'll discover how powerful the feminine force is, as well as how the feminine and the masculine work together to create some really beautiful shifts and changes. Okay. So let's get into this particular devotional. All right. Normally, again, I would ask someone to to step up and talk a little bit. But if no one feels inclined, that's totally okay. It's still early. I was barely together. My edges were still all over the place if y'all didn't notice, but it's all right. We're not here for looks. Okay, so great earth. Let's take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Great earth, you who nurture all life, I honor your abundant spirit. Help me cultivate a mindset of prosperity and a heart that nurtures all that I create. Oof. May I ground myself in your strength and become a vessel of your nurturing power. And I just want to tap in on this real quick, especially for those who are on this path of wanting to achieve certain goals, maybe in your profession, maybe in your personal growth, maybe as a business owner, as an entrepreneur. And one of the most beautiful medicines and messages of the earth element that really helped me in business is this art of nurturing, right? Nurturing all that you create. And so there was a point where there is a point where one can have a pattern of creating things and then not finishing, creating things and leaving them where they are because we think it's good enough, when really there's a lot more energy we got to pour into it and nurture it so that it can continue to grow to its highest potential. So the earth element invites us to ground ourselves. This is the reflection. The earth element invites us to ground ourselves in the present moment and connect with the abundance that surrounds us. Consider your relationship with abundance. Just think about it real quick. Do you see yourself, or do you see life as full of possibilities, or do you often feel there's never enough? Reflect on how connecting with the earth in your body can serve as a bridge between your physical and spiritual worlds, allowing you to manifest and nurture your visions. There's so much I can say about this reflection. I can't wait for the deep dive, y'all. Okay. I don't know. I'm filling it out Wednesday or Sunday. I'll keep y'all posted. The affirmation: I am grounded in the strength of the earth. I nurture my dreams and they grow with love, patience, and care. Okay. So I'm going to say the affirmation. Y'all can say it along with me or repeat after me. I am grounded in the strength of the earth. Great. Good, 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 good. I nurture my dreams and they grow with love. I nurture my dreams and they grow with love, patience, and care. Patience and care. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I want to kind of go back through this reflection real quick, right? So the earth element inviting us to ground ourselves in the present moment and connect with the abundance that surrounds us. So this reminds me of this archetype in Tantra. We talk about the gatherer, right? And this is all feminine energy. Whereas the masculine expression of this would be what we call the hunter. But men and women, let's think about how this feminine expression of God, of creation, can help you, both men and women. So I want to be very clear that although in this go round we're exploring the divine feminine expression, and in the next round we'll be discovering the divine masculine, we are to take these lessons as it is to apply to ourselves individually. So as women, absolutely, we can tap in, tune in, and embody. Whereas for men, you may not want to embody so much feminine energy as far as your physical expressions, but you do want to create a relationship with the energy so that it shows up in your life as the nurturer, as the life sustainer, as the cultivator, as the supporter, right? So when we're grounding in this energy, we are grounding ourselves to be rooted in what, and I may take it deep, y'all. I don't know if we're ready for this. Okay. Oh, this happens. All right. So the earth. I think that when we talk about the earth, we think about the surface of the earth. We think about what's on top, the grass, the trees, right? The flowers, like all the things that are on top. But what's coming in right now is that I would like for people, not I, whoever, we would like for people to start associating the earth element with this other process called mycelium, with this other state of existence that's within the earth called mycelium. And for those of us who don't understand what mycelium is, I want to talk about this because this talks about why we need to be rooted in the earth, why we need to recognize that all we have to do is stand still sometimes and be centered and clear and watch how everything comes to us. So when you have mycelium, and for my mycologists who are growing fungi, you already know what it is, but I want to talk about specifically the plant kingdom, earth, not the fungi, but the earth. So let's just say you have this field of 20 trees, and there's this tree that's in the left, the right, on the left or the right, wherever it is, but it's dying. For some reason, it's not getting a lot of nutrients, right? So there's this beautiful neurological system in the earth. So the same way we have this neurological system in our bodies, we have this backbone, this spine. And then if you look at neurological system, like someone's a skeleton, you'll see that with this core, with this trunk, there's different branches. So these are like these certain nerve endings that expand out. They look like little strings everywhere, right? And these little cords that is a part of this neurological system that sends out messages is what helps the body communicate with itself, meaning all these different departments and compartments with different systems and functions that are meant to work together, they still have to have some point, like a messenger, a carrier, to communicate between the departments. So when you have mycelium, right? And it's a brain network that exists within all of the trees, all of the things that are growing. And then this tree trunk is being depleted or not getting enough nutrients. The mycelium then carries this information to the other trees that is abundant with nutrients. And then through the mycelium, they feed that tree that's suffering nutrients to help it grow back again. So what does this mean for you? So when I talk about earth element, I'm also talking about grounding and rooting, not just in the soil, but in the earth's mycelium, right? And we're getting a little deeper into earth star chakra. But I say this because when when you are grounded in it, when you're grounding in it and being present with the earth, you are able to connect to a spiritual mycelium network, asking the earth to give you what it needs, give you what you need, what you desire, what you require for your highest and best potential. And then it's going to send out messages to everything that it's connected with. And then here comes the nutrients for you. Here comes the things that you desire to help you cultivate life force or take you to the next level. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So when we're talking about the earth element, And we are able to look around and just see what's already present and be able to see it in a new light and utilize it in a new light. Because sometimes when we're so used to our surroundings, in abundant surroundings, because we're used to it, sometimes we may not value or appreciate it as much because we're so used to it and we don't recognize the wealth that's still there, right? And so when we're tapping into the earth element, it's important that we realize how, even just because the earth has all these things and it represents abundance, it's how are we tapping into that earth frequency. So a new perspective of earth element is tapping into its brain network. Okay. Um, when we get into the mythological reference, okay, because this is important too. So in Anunian theology, Geb, right? Now, coming up, we always hear about Mother Earth, right? Um, in ancient Kemet, the earth was represented by a masculine energy. And I want to share this real quick and then I'll move on. Um, after a powerful animal medicine experience, um, and sometimes when you have experiences with medicine and sacrament, just because the actual session is over, the medicine is still in your body. So you may have dreams, you may have visions. And I distinctly remember there was a dream I had, and it was kind of like I was jumping through timelines. And there was a masculine energy there and a feminine energy, but she was kind of faint. And the masculine energy said to me, people need to remember that originally the earth was masculine. It was represented by a masculine energy. And so Geb represents the earth and the grounding energy that can be presented in a masculine way that provides stability. So there's earth energy that has its feminine expression, and then the earth energy that has masculine expression. So that earth expression can be the lushness, the feminine expression of the earth can be the lushness, the nurturing, that abundance, right? Whereas the masculine energy is of earth energy is structure, stability, strength, and support, because it's a masculine principle. Anything that deals with, stillness and structure, that it's a masculine expression. And so as the counterpart, as the consort to the sky goddess, which we'll explore later, Geb embodies the sacred connection between the physical and spiritual world. Your body, which represents earth, is a gateway between the physical and spiritual world, teaching us that we are not separate from the divine. We're not separate from our spirit. But again, our bodies is a gateway to understand the divine. So by honoring earth element, along with the feminine and masculine energies that's within it, we create a balanced foundation that allows us to nurture and manifest our dreams. Okay. So I want to be very clear again, y'all. Yeah, we're exploring the divine feminine. And in this journey, you will recognize how the divine feminine worked with the divine masculine. And so, again, not just purposeful prosperity, but as men and women, we're going to learn the different expressions of feminine energy. As men and women, we're going to not advocate this culture of we don't need each other, at least not here in Akura Temple. So practical application. Begin a grounding practice to connect with the earth's energy. This could be walking barefoot, and we talk about grounding all the time, right? And again, as you do this, imagine yourself drawing strength and stability from the earth. And it's so that you can ground your intentions and desires, remembering that just like the earth, you have the power to nurture and bring life to your dreams. And today's journal prompt: reflect on a time when you felt deeply supported, either by yourself or by others. How did this support help you grow or achieve something meaningful? So I would ask that, share a time where you felt deeply supported. You can type in the chat or, hey, just journal. And when you catch us on the deep dive, be sure to let us know, right? Be sure to let us know what came up for you on that. And let me make sure. So something else I want to say is that so just like Geb supports, right, the between the sky and the earth, we're learning to cultivate balance in our own lives. So grounding in the present moment, nurturing our dreams with patience, and trusting in the abundance that surrounds us. So I would just like to ask a couple of questions to those who are watching or those who are watching later on. What does abundance mean to you? And do you see life full of possibilities, or do you find yourself focusing on what's missing? I want to tell y'all an interesting quick story about this too. Um, and really think about that and watch your language. There was this elder lady who called me. She wanted a session. She was referred to me with someone by someone else, but she started getting into a lot of what she doesn't want, meaning I don't I don't want no practitioner that's dealing in witchcraft. I don't want no practitioner that's voodoo, because if I do this, I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't want this because I don't have time for it, and I ain't got time for people to play me, and I don't have time for to go through this, and I don't have time. I don't want, because I've been through this, and and I don't want. And I said, oh, okay, all right, I got you, man. Well, hey, there's no pressure here. What do you want? And it took a minute for her to answer that. And I was just like, wow, a lot of our energy is so much focused on what we don't want. But when someone is like, or the universe is like, or spirit like, what do you want? We can't even have a clear answer because we're so used to talking about what we don't want. So I would offer us to be mindful of that this week. And reflecting on those times when you felt truly supported, so that when you do your practices and grounding with the earth, go back to that feeling, right? What practices do you currently have now to ground yourself when you feel stressed or overwhelmed, right? So feel free to share that, fam, right? Um, in our deep dive, we'll definitely go through some visualization practices with this. And as you're doing your grounding exercise, remember you can align your intention with your path of purposeful prosperity, walking barefoot, just spending time outside, just practicing being still, right? Another journal entry of gratitude, right? And as you start to journal and do the practices, pay attention to what grounding practices resonate with you the most and how you can integrate it in your daily life to connect with your goals. And yeah, I mean, I think that this is different, definitely a beautiful energy to start getting into right now. Um, and again, remembering our affirmation. And of course, as always, fam, if you have questions or comments, feel free to share in the chat. I really like to make these interactive. I don't want to come on here every morning feeling like I'm just preaching or talking to myself. And so if there is no questions or comments, and let me make sure, because I'm streaming on different platforms, so y'all forgive me if I am not able to tap in and see comments right now. I am streaming on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. All right. So this is definitely something that is new for me. So over these next couple of days, there's going to be some technical quirks possibly. All right. So I'm not going to keep y'all for long. I'm just going to have a closing statement if there is nothing else, if there's no questions, comments, or concerns. So today, I offer you all to ground yourself in abundance and nurture your dreams, and know that that is an ongoing practice. Grounding yourself in abundance and nurturing our dreams. Let's repeat it together. Grounding ourselves in abundance, nurturing our dreams. One more time. Grounding ourselves in abundance and nurturing our dreams. Okay. Remember, it's an ongoing practice. Stay committed to your vision, trust the process, and remember that you have the power to bring your dreams to life. You are a co-creator. So thank you for joining today's session, everyone. And I look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow, same time, same place, and other places too. Again, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube on Riziki-Zafira, not Akura Temple. Still setting up some streaming stuff. And I look forward to seeing y'all as we continue this 90-day journey. All right. Peace, love, and prosperity. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Oh, y'all. Okay, so I went off on Instagram, but not here. Okay, I'm still learning. Okay, so thank y'all for tuning in, Facebook. Peace, love, and prosperity. And I hope y'all have a wonderful day. All right, peace.